Our right, plus the Aggie band. So we're about 1,200 strong in those two groups. Here's the kickoff. Atterbury, and it's going to go to the far side. And it'll be Hall backing up to the 3. Now out to the 5. He's to the 15. He breaks through, hits the 20, right into the back of one of his own men as he hits the 23-yard line, and down he goes there. The Aggies break the huddle. Hardiman is the lead back. The tailback will be Eric Bernard, and it's a slot to the right. Will pass on first down. Pumps one. Now he's going to go deep, and he has a man. It will be Hawkins, and it's broken up at the 45-yard line. The Baylor 45. They show motion, favors hash mark left, snap the ball, hand it off Bernard. We're trying this side of the field. He is hit as he hits the 22, and he will lose a yard at the 22-yard line. Try to sweep to the right. Mason and Cruz will combine on that tackle. The 93rd time these two have played. 54 wins for Texas A&M. Derek Spiller in the lineup. The Aggies will show a slot to the left side. That's the open side of the field. Snap the ball. Quarterback draw to the 25, to the 30. Brought down at the 30-yard line is Brandon Stewart. Baylor blocked 2 punts last week against Texas. Low snap, no pressure. Oh, it's a dandy. And it's going to back the return man. That will be Khalif Muhammad back to the 18. Here's his return, 25, bottled up as he hits the 25-yard line. Now gang tackle by the A&M punt team. Maybe the 26, and now a flag will go down. I think it was Dan Daniels who he came out with a helmet.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty. They did not signal a personal foul. So
a 15-yard penalty goes out to the 41-yard line. Khalif Muhammad lost his helmet on that tackle. The Aggies then a face mask of 15. Play action, rolling, throwing the ball in this direction off the fingertips at the 46 of the intended receiver Thompson. Ford will be the tailback. Douglas is out of this ball game, and it goes to the fullback. And he is hit as he tries the middle. That should be Washington, and he will get only a yard from the 41 to the 42. At the line of scrimmage, here's the third down play. Snap it, drop back to the 35, and they will throw over the middle. Wide open is Khalif Muhammad at the Aggie 40. At the 35. At the 35-yard line, he will be brought down. Khalif Muhammad was wide open in the middle of the field, and it's a 23-yard pass and run to Muhammad, his 31st reception of the season, and now they operate in Aggie territory at the 35, first down and 10. First down and 10 at the Aggie 35. They'll put it in the air again. Here is a screen set up to the right side, and ball has been fumbled and now has been picked up by Jermaine Alford, and he recovers it at the Aggie 38-yard line. Now the second down and about 13. It's play action. Throw out to the right side to Khalif Muhammad, being closed on by Warwick Holman and dropped at the 40. He loses a yard and a half on that one. As they break the huddle, they have 8 on the 25-second clock. Third down, 15. Snap it, drop back to midfield. Set the pocket, throw, and it'll be caught at the 25, at the 20. Wide open again. The reception made by Morris Anderson. Out of bounds he goes at the 17. He couldn't have been more open, much like Khalif Muhammad was in the middle of the field earlier in this series. He's out to the right side. This time as a flanker. They go 2 tight ends, 2 flankers, and a single setback. That's Ford. Ford will get the ball for the first time today. Hits the left side across the 15 to about the 13. Wide out goes way to the right side. We'll have to pick up that number in a moment. That's a new one on my roster. Now we get a flag thrown as the Baylor team comes to the line of scrimmage. And it may have been that Brandon Mitchell made contact with somebody in the Baylor offensive line.
But it looked like Dave Brandon a little bit early that time and got back. But I think they may wave it off. One of the officials came in and said, no, he didn't touch him. See if they pick this flag up. Yeah, they did that. They just waved off the flag. The official on the far side had a better angle, I guess, at whether or not there was contact made. He came in and said, no, he didn't touch him. So Brandon Mitchell gets back across, and it will be still second and about 7 at the 13-yard line for Baylor as they come out of the huddle.
That 20 is Mark Cogdell. However, they show 2 20s on their lineup card. Here's the second down play. Goes to Ford. Back to his right. 5. He's going to score. Untouched. He goes 6 yards. So Baylor hits pay dirt first, and it comes at the 9:47 mark here in the first quarter at Baylor Stadium. Atterbury now with the point after. He is 26 of 27 this season. The holder is Jermaine. That's not Jermaine Alford this time. Here is the extra point, and it's up, and it's good. And now 7-0. Baylor leads Texas A&M, a 13-yard run. We'll get them on the board. 7-0, as Dave just told you, and here is the Baylor kickoff. And this is a dandy, and it's going to send Hall back near that's going to go out of the end zone. No chance to make the play there. They'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. 9:47 to go here in the first quarter. And the Aggies will send two flankers to the left side. One's running back. They'll hand off to that man, and it's going to be Bernard. Bernard across the 25 out to about the 28-yard line. So an 8-yard pickup on first down.
Well, the Aggies shunning the pass here in their second series. They will go with two tight ends and two wide receivers and pick up 8 on first down.
Bernard again will get the handoff. He tries the middle, and he has the first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line. And Hardeman is flexed out to the left side, tight end side. And it's a handoff, and it goes to Bernard. Bernard trying to get his footing. Aggies at the line of scrimmage. Put a man in motion. And now snap it. Play action. Roll to the left. Now throw the ball. And it's caught at the 50-yard line. That'll be the tight end, Daniel Campbell. And the Aggies have a first down. Again, the Ags will show a light eye, and it will be a handoff to Bernard. Tries the middle. Hits the 50. Goes to the Baylor 47 for a 3-yard pickup. Audible maybe, I think it's being called here by Stewart on a 2nd down and 7 from the Baylor 47-yard line. Need the 40. Man in motion. That'll be Hodge. Play action. Roll to the right. Good block. Throw the ball. Caught by Campbell again. He's across the 35. He was juggling that ball, bringing it home, but looking downfield the whole time, and he's down to the 32. He is 2 now for 29. That last one for 15. He's 4 for 44 in the game. Snap the ball, hand it off to Bernard. They try the left side. He got a yard to the 31-yard line. Time, 7:05, first quarter. Baylor has a 7-0 lead. So 2nd down, we'll call it about 8 for the Aggie offense. The huddle clock is down to 15 as they break the huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Connell this way, Hawkins on the other side. The tight end now is Spiller. And it's play action again. Here is a shallow pocket. Throw it, and it's out of bounds about the 17, 18-yard line. Trying to get Connell way high. May have been partially deflected as Stewart released, rolling somewhat to his right, and now not a real deep pocket. So stop the clock now. It's 6:27. Leroy Hodge and Matt Bumgardner have checked into the lineup. Bumgardner this way. Hodge in the slot on the other side with Connell. And the Aggies go with a light eye. Stewart's behind his center. And he fell down as he tried to make a cut back at the 36-yard line. Snapped the ball, went back, was going to fake the handoff, and his feet deserted him at the 36. And there again is that old turf they have here at Floyd Casey Stadium. Yes, it's somewhat of a south wind here today, and we're going to try a field goal. The Aggies have Kyle Bryant on the fields. Ball will be spotted at the 43. It would be his longest of the season. It would be a 53-yard effort. Almost in the middle of the field. Bill Johnston is the holder. It's spotted down. The kick is on its way. It has the distance, and the kick is no good. Must have gone under the crossbar. Here's first down and 10. The ball at the 36. Baylor's end of the field. A handoff to Ford. Stops for a moment as if he weren't going to run with the ball. Now he breaks into the line on the right side. Got about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. And they break the huddle, and they're coming back this direction. The wide out here to the left side will be Anderson. In the slot is Mohammed. Straight drop from the 30. They're going to throw back in this direction. Caught by Washington, the fullback. He had it. Now he's juggling every which way, and he drops the ball at the 39-yard line. Here comes Cogdell off. No, Cogdell stays in. They have a slot man on the left. Now they're trying to get him off the field. No, he's not leaving the field. He's going to be the wideout man. A delay out of the backfield goes to Ford. Ford trying to break a tackle. Can't do it. Got the line of scrimmage. 4th down, punt time, Baylor. The return man will be Dante Hall. He will stand at the Aggies' 16-yard line. Somewhat of a wind in his face. Ags have bunched about 9, making 8 people up on the line of scrimmage. A lot of inside pressure as they go for containment. A nice punt. Here is Hall. He'll watch it go into the end zone. Here's first down and 10. Brandon Stewart, the man under, puts Connell in motion toward the middle of the field. Running right to left. Snap the ball. Keep it on the ground. Looking for the inside on the left. It goes to Bernard. Bernard, or right make it, to the 25-yard line. Picks up 5. 2nd down and 5. Aggies 4 and 5 into the ball game today. Bernard way behind the line of scrimmage, and he will get the ball. He will have the first down as he goes across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Here is first down and 10. The Ags at their own 32. And it's play action. Rolling to his right. Stewart looking for, it'll be Connell. It is Connell at the 50. Now across the 50 and out of bounds he will go at the Baylor 46-yard line.
A little corner route and off of play action and a roll to the right. They wanted to get the quarterback on the roll, and they want to get him outside. And what you're going to see a lot more today, I hope, from Brandon, and if McCowan gets in there, is you're going to see the quarterbacks pull it down and run with it if it's not successful.
Hand off to Bernard. Bernard hits the middle, and he's going to get close to the 40-yard line before he is stopped by the middle of that Baylor defense. And he will get close to the 40, just across the 41-yard line. Ags will show a split backfields. I believe that is Dante Hall. They put Hodge in motion to the left side. And it's play action. Nice blocking up front. Throw the ball, and it is over the head of the intended receiver, Spiller, down around the 20. That was thrown too high. They take Spiller out of the lineup, and they bring in the other tight end, Daniel Campbell. Third down play. About 5 will be needed. Baylor's blitzing. They picked it up, and they threw the ball too high again. Stewart trying to get it to Hodge as he dropped back, and he threw it way high over Hodge's head. The line of scrimmage is the 41-yard line. They're going to ask him to punt the ball toward the sideline. Takes a nice snap, and he has punted it toward the sideline, but he has kicked it into the end zone. And they come out on the field, led by quarterback Jermaine Alford. Ford again. They have 3 wideouts on the right side. They're going to pitch it to that direction, and Ford, the 20, the 25, the 30, hits the 31, and brought down there by Brandon Jennings. Now exactly 2 minutes to go in this first period in Waco, and again Baylor 7-0 if you've just dialed in. Domo, the tight end, is now split out to the right side. 3 wideouts to the left. Long count by Alford. Snaps it, and he hands off to Ford. They hit the middle. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. Baylor will lose 2 on that. They'll give him the 30. Second down and 12. Ball is snapped. Play action. Pocket set back at the 20. Backside pressure, and a quarterback sack, Texas A&M, and they will spot it down. This official on this side's giving him the 20. The referee, Tom Allers, he'll give up, say it was the 20-yard line. Eddie Jasper got himself a sack along with Keith Mitchell. Third down on a calculator. 22 actually from the 10. Looking now, he's going to loft one over the middle, and the ball is almost caught at midfield at the 50, and at last minute it will fly away. They could not convert on 3rd and 22. And now punt time from their own 20. Dante Hall standing at the Aggie 31-yard line. 17 seconds to go here in this first period. Waiting for the snap. He will take it back at the Baylor 6-yard line. It snapped. Containment by the punt return team. Nice kick. Here's Hall drifting back to the 18, to the 20, the 25. Got an inside block. Goes to the 30. And out to the 30-yard line will go Dante Hall. Here's a first down and 10 for the Aggies at their own 30. We'll keep it on the ground. We go up the middle with Hall. He is flipped up in the air and comes down on his backside across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Aggies and the Sooners next week at Kyle Field. Kickoff will be at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon. That's moved back by an hour and a half. Here's second down and 4. Texas A&M come out and show a heavy eye. Connell in motion. They hand off. It goes to Hall again. Hall has the Aggie first down across the 40 to the 42-yard line. He is the single setback. 2 wideouts right. Play action. Back from the 35, throwing deep, and it is Connell. He has a chance. He stretches out, and he won't get it at the 10-yard line. Incomplete. Here's the second down and 10 from the Aggie 42-yard line. Slot to the right, maybe calling an audible. Stewart looking left and right, and then back to his left again. Takes the snap, drops back, steps up into the pocket, throws a sideline route, and it is incomplete at the 25 to Matt Bumgardner. He was defended on that play by Robert Neal. Now third down and 10. Here's the third down and 10. Pass it again. 5-yard pocket, and it's incomplete at midfield to Leroy Hodge, and he threw that one behind Hodge and into the turf, and Hodge had no chance at all to bring that one in. Shane Leckler with a 51-yard punt. Khalif Mohammed is the return man. He's standing back at the 15-yard line. This is the second punt. Johnston, you'll recall, at a 31-yarder. There's middle pressure, and the kick is away, and it's a sailor. Fair catch being called for, and now he will let it go over his head. It's thrown back out onto the field of play, and where are they going to kill it? At the 4-yard line. That ball hit at the 5. What was that, Webster?
Yes, it was Jason
Webster. Got a hand on the ball at the 1, threw it back out onto the field of play, and then continued into the end zone, and the Aggies then will kill it at the 4. First down and 10. Baylor at their own 4. Hand off to Ford in the background. Tries to get around the corner, in the backfield rather, and tries to get around the corner. Won't do it. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage, which is the 4, and that win makes that stop. Right back to the line. Second down and 10. Again the 4. Hash mark left. I formation. Both of the backs line up in the end zone. They hand off to Ford again. He tries the right side. He gets the 5. Gang tackled. Keith Mitchell, one of those. Warwick Holman made the initial hit. Then about 3 or 4 of his teammates, including Mitchell jump on. For 2 on each side of the ball and a single setback. Here's the third down play. Fake the handoff, and now they'll throw the ball, and it's almost intercepted. And the Aggies are going to get caught for defensive pass interference at the 13. Holman, Cody, both there, and it may be Brandon Mitchell, by the way, was putting the pressure on Jermaine Alford as he threw the ball from the end zone. And it goes incomplete at the 13. Defensive pass interference will likely be the call. It'll come against Texas A&M. The Aggies, by the way, we're talking about third down conversions. A&M is 0 of 4 on third downs, and Baylor is 2 of 4. Now 2 of 5 in the ball game. Thompson's a wide out, and he will quickly go out to the left side. They will show a slot to the left. Tight ends lined up on the right. I formation. Washington's the lead back, and they'll have play action. Under some pressure, here is Alford being chased, throws the ball, and it goes incomplete at the 20. He was being chased in the end zone by the Aggies. Here's second down and 10 again from the 13-yard line after the incomplete. Single setback. Alford from a shallow pocket. Now he will throw, and it's going to be intercepted and then dropped, if you will. Oh, goodness gracious. You heard Dave in the background. Shun Horn ran into the play. The ball hit him right in the belt. He had that one. And then he was looking to the end zone, and it came out almost as quick as it went into his arms. 2 wideouts left, tight end right. And a light eye. Here's a draw out of the backfield to Ford. Starts inside, goes back outside. He's at the 15. He's at the 20, fighting for a first down. Did he get it? I don't think he did. He's out to about the 22-yard line. Shun Horn may have a big save right there on a first down, third down conversion effort. Fourth down, a yard. Hall will stand at the Aggie 26-yard line. Line of scrimmage again, the 22. Baylor on third downs now has gone 2 of 5, making 2 of 6. Atterbury waits. He has the snap. There's inside pressure. And not a good kick. Let's see if it gets a Baylor roll. And apparently, nope, it did not. It hit about the 40. And then looked like it was going to go downfield, but it took one of those awkward bounces and was going back toward the 40 from the 37, but they will kill it then at the 37-yard line. Brandon Stewart in the offense to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies will show a light eye. And it will be a handoff. We go inside as it goes to Hall, I believe, and he gets it out to the 39. That'll be a carry of only 2 yards. Jason Jackson on that tackle, and that was Eric Bernard. Picked up about, we'll give him 2. Second down and a long 8. Play action. Pocket at the 30-yard line. Dancing around. Stewart throws, and there is a reception with a flag down at the 40. 25-20. The Aggies are going to get caught for a holding down the sideline as the play is marked out of bounds at the 9. Connell caught the ball. They're going to bring it all back. Holding against Texas A&M. So saw the flag. And a lot of wasted effort on that one. A&M caught for a holding in a pocket back around the 35-yard line. That ball was caught by Connell. He went the sideline route. Ended up being knocked out at the 9-yard line. Rub it all out and bring it back with 11:27 to go in the second. Remember that crucial play. It's still 7-0. Slot right, split in left. Split backs. Going to put it up in the air. Going to set up a screen. And the ball is overthrown. Stewart under a lot of pressure trying to get it to Tiki Hardiman. That was way over his head. Third down and 21 from the Aggie 26. Stewart with a single setback. Slot right, flanker left. There's the snap. Sets the pocket at the 20. Now he's one to run with the ball. He'll be quarterback sacked at the 20. He just lost 6 more yards. It's trying to run out of the pocket. And now A&M went the other direction. Had the ball all the way out. 7-yard line. And this series will end up back at the 21-yard line. Fourth down and a bunch.
Well, and looking across to the other sideline, you see Randy McCowan go to warming up. And, it's a shame.
Here's the punt. They almost got to that one. It's off to the left side. Khalif Mohammed calls for a fair catch, and they're going to have good field position at the 36-yard line. And a timeout will be called down on the field. Checks in, and I believe has should replace Philip Myers. So he's entered the linebacking position. 3 wideouts on the left side. They're going to try a sweep in that direction. That'll go to Berkins. He crosses the 40, gets out to the 46-yard line. And to go in the second as Baylor comes to the line. 2nd down in the yard. I formation. Slot right. Goes to the fullback. They'll hand off. Rubin will trip over the line of scrimmage and fall forward just enough, I believe, for a first down. 2 wideouts right. 2 tight ends in the ball game. Schmeller and Domel. Single setback. Should be Ford. Alford, the quarterback, calling signals, and it goes. That's going to be Elijah Berkins. He's hit at the line. He may have lost a yard. He lost about a half a yard as he is hit on the right side of the defense by Keith Mitchell.
A few new faces in there on the defensive ball club. Pat Williams is in there, and I saw Brad Crowley.
Crowley's out here at the left defensive end. Again on the ground to Berkins. They try the left side once more. He cut it back quickly to his right. The middle of the defense gained a yard. 3rd down now and 10. They're down to 10 on the 25-second clock. 3rd down and about 10. From the 48, straight drop. Here is Alford throwing deep, and he's turning everybody around. Incomplete down around the 20. 4th down and 10. Here's Atterbury's punt. It's a low one. Here is Hall at the 16. He is caught for a moment, gets away. He's trying the outside, looks for a break as he goes up the sideline, pushed out of bounds at the Aggie 34-yard line. That went up the middle. Somebody had him around the ankle. That's not enough to bring Dante Hall down, so he unleashes Dante's Infernal and goes to the 34. Randy McCowan checks in as the quarterback on 1st down and 10 this series for Texas A&M. This is the earliest we have seen him in a ball game. He will hand off, and it goes to Hall. Hall trying. That's going to be Eric Bernard. Bernard across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Pick up about 2, so it's 2nd down and 8. McCowan hands off again. Bernard caught, trying to get away. He won't do it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and still that same 8. Slot left. Flanker right. Tight end right. Single setback. McCowan may be calling an audible. Baylor is going to be blitzing, and they do, and they will sack McCowan at the 30-yard line. They came right up the middle. It was Jason Jackson. Just mentioned his name a moment ago, and he gets himself a sack. And the Aggies 1, 2, 3, and punt.
Absolutely no chance that time as Jason Jackson on the blitz came up the middle untouched, and Randy McCowan had nothing to do but take the sack.
Shane Leckler, there's pressure. He got the kick away and under a lot of pressure. Khalid Mohammed's going to watch it hit and go out of bounds at the 29-yard line. When the Ags have not been able to scratch 7-0. An interception that would have been returned from about the Baylor 21 by somewhere around the 20 to 25-yard line by Sean Horn was dropped. The Aggies had the ball on a pass to Connell down at the 9. That was called back because of a holding call. Here's 1st down. It's a delay out of the backfield to Ford. He hits the 30. He spins and goes now to the 35, picks up 6. Turned his back against the defense. And as he backpedals, he takes about 3 Aggies with him. 2 tight ends, 2 flankers, and a single setback. 2nd down, we'll call it 4. On the ground, Ford, and he has the 1st down to the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10 at their own 40. Baylor favors hash mark to the left side. Drop back, under pressure. Now rolling this way. Alford throws, and it is knocked down around the 45. Cody, I think, had a chance. They were trying to get it to Khalif Mohammed. Rich Cody there defensively. Incomplete at the Baylor 45. The ball's at the 40. Hash mark to the left side. The big center, Anthony Williams, out over the ball. Here's the 2nd down play. 2 wideouts to the right. Dropping back to the 30. They've set up a screen. They've overthrown the ball, trying to get it to the tight end, Domel. Or the Domel. Domel had Sean Horn behind him. That ball was way over the head of everybody. And we have a flag down at the line of scrimmage. Illegal procedure. Well, the Ags can take the play, or they can take the penalty, which would be 2nd and 15. It would be 3rd and 10 from the 40-yard line. They're looking to the sideline and get the decision to be made by the head coach, R.C. Slocum.
Sean Horn that time with outstanding coverage. He wasn't fooled on the play action and was standing right next to Domel as it flew over both of their heads.
R.C. Slocum has moved into a second-place tie with D.X. Bible, who won 72 games as the A&M head coach from 1919 to 1928. Only Homer Norton has won more games than Coach Slocum and Coach Bible. Mr. Norton was 82, 53, and 9 as the Aggie head coach. One more win, and R.C. will hold down second place all by himself, and we hope that win comes here today.
So the Aggies refuse the penalty, and they'll look at a 3rd and 10 as opposed to a 2nd and 15. Try to stop Baylor on one play here.
All right, they've been pretty good on third downs today. Here's the 3rd and 10. They have motion to the left side. Now he reverses and comes back to the right. Alford throws, and it's caught up. It's off the hands on the knee pad, the right knee of Khalif Muhammad, and it just went straight up in the air and then went incomplete. And again, here is Atterbury, 63, 62, 40, and 36 today on his punts. Line of scrimmage, the 40. Hall standing back at the Aggie 14, and a boomer. He will call for a fair catch, and it's going to hit and be killed at the 12-yard line. That ball hit behind Hall at the 8 and then kicked back upfield and was caught by one of the Baylor punt team members and killed at the, I think, the 13. So now the Aggies with the ball, and again it will be Randy McCowan as the quarterback. He comes to the line of scrimmage, which is the 13. It's first down and 10. Hands off as there's a flag, and they stop everything. It's going to be a second flag. I think A&M has just been caught doing something. They were pointing in that direction. And it will be a false start against the offense. So the old bugaboo, the penalty, is rearing up here again today. That'll be 4 for 40 in the ball game, and all here in the first half. 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the second quarter. Hardiman and Hall are the running backs. And now it is first down and 15. The ball moved back to the 8-yard line. Back to the 8. Hash left. McCowan is under center. Calvin Collins is that man. Long snap count. There's the snap and the play action. Here's McCowan dancing around. Now he may have to run with the ball. Now he will be caught back at the 2 and dropped. This is going nowhere fast today, Dave.
Wanted to go deep to Albert Connell on the post pattern, but it was double covered. He pulled the ball down and had an idea that he wanted to run with it, but by the time he elected to run, Baylor had him surrounded, and they'll drop him all the way back at the 3-yard line.
Second down and 20. The Aggies must get the ball out to the 23-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 3. On the ground, it goes to Hall. He's tripped up. A man who was already down, who had been blocked down on that play, Malcolm Hamilton, reached out and hit Dante Hall around the ankles as he was going by. Rooming out here at the left tackle, McKinney at the left guard. Center will be Collins. Spikes and Muley on the other side of the offensive line. Here's the snap, and it goes to Hall. Hall looking for the right corner, out across the 10, ridden into the turf at the 10-yard line. At the 10, he is ridden down.
Flag down at about the 5-yard line. I think it's going to be a hold against the Aggies. At the 5, this would be, you move it all the way back to the 2.
Chris Ruman apparently having something to say to that official, and Chris was just admonished and told to get back. The official was very adamant about what he was saying to Chris Ruman.
If I were Baylor, I don't believe I'd take this penalty. They're going to have a 4th down at the 10-yard line. I think I'd make the Aggies punt and still have the ball with 2:56 left or thereabouts.
So let's see what Baylor elects to play it. The return man, Mohammed, is at their 42. There's pressure up the middle, and he got the kick away. It'll be taken at midfield. It was not a long kick. Here is Mohammed looking to get away. He won't, but he got a good return from midfield to the 42-yard line. They are only 42 yards away, and they have 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go, and that was a 40-yard kick off the foot of Shane Leckler. So now a first down and 10 at the Aggie 42. Baylor. I formation. Washington's the lead back. Ford is the tailback, and it'll go to Dexter Ford. Breaks it around the side. He has 10. He has 15. He's out of bounds at the Aggie 22-yard line. Brandon Jennings ran him out at the 22. First and 10. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Baylor's offense. 2 tight ends. I formation. Flanker right. That'll be Anderson. Snap the ball. Again to Ford. The right side once more. Runs A tackle. It was Rich Cody. He ran right by Rich. Rich diving down for his ankles and goes out of bounds at the 18. Chased out there by Donovan Greer. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Pick up 4 there. Once more, it was Ford, so he's 24 yards on his last 2 carries. There is a collision in the backfield on the handoff to Ford. Ford can't get away, and he's dropped outside the 20 at the 23 by Keith Mitchell. So Mitchell with another credit for a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Perkins checks in. And they're going to pitch it this right. It's going to be a halfback pass. They're going toward the end zone. And the ball is incomplete at the 2. Jangled back to the left on the field goal. Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line. It's a 39-yard effort back to the left. Atterbury 4 of 8 this season. Snapped, spotted down. The kick is on its way. I think he missed it. He did. He just missed it badly off to the left side. He's now 4 of 9 for the season. So Atterbury, that's the old chip shot up on the green. You ought to be about 2 feet shy of the pin on that one. They whistle it back to play before the end of that 60-second break. The Aggies from a shotgun with Randy McCowan throwing the ball was trying to hit the fullback Mark Broyles about 8 yards past the line of scrimmage. And it was incomplete. Here's 2nd down and 10 again from a shotgun. Roll to the right, throw the ball, and it is incomplete out at the 27-yard line. 1:31 to go now. Out at the 27, that would have been about a 5-yard pickup.
Well, it should have been. The ball was just dropped, and Connell comes up limping and goes to the sideline. He was the intended receiver on that short pass.
2-minute offense, Texas A&M. 22 and a half, not to call it the 23-yard line, the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd down and 10, 1:31 to go in the first half. Snap the ball, roll to the right. Now he may run with it. Now he throws, and it'll be caught by Hodge, who just dropped the ball. It's on the turf. Was it a complete pass? It's been recovered by A&M at the 29-yard line. Leroy Hodge had it. It's going to be a completion. And then he fumbled the ball. He might have had enough for a first down. Chris Ruman, the offensive lineman. Baylor will send a man back deep. That will be Khalif Mohammed. Stand inside the 30. Leckler will take the snap at the 10. Here they come, and they did not get to it. It's a nice punt. It is driving Mohammed back inside the 20. The returns from the 17 to the 30. Okay, and trying to cut in the middle of the field is brought down at the 34-yard line. 1:01 to go in the first half. Atterbury has kicked 5 times. They've had a field goal attempt that was no good, and then, of course, they had the touchdown series. Here's a straight drop. No, it's a delay out of the backfield to Ford. He goes to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8. They try to delay to Ford. Now the clock showing 50 seconds, 49 seconds. Baylor in the hurry up. They go to the left side with Thompson. Single setback. 2nd down and about 8. Offered again, will hand off. It goes to Ford once more. Slips and falls down. There's another sign of that turf at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and the boos come out of the Baylor stands. They want a little more wide open offense here from the Baylor Bears at the end of the half, and Baylor's going to take their last time out.
Baylor to the line of scrimmage on a 3rd down and 10. They called a timeout there last. They put a man in motion coming back this way to break a trips formation on the left. Here's Alford pumping, throwing over the middle. Wide open is Domel, the tight end, and he catches the ball at the 50. Cody brings him down at the Aggie 49-yard line. Quickly they move the chains. They will start the clock as soon as the chains are in position. That pass 17 yards to Domel, the tight end, to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10 at the 49. Dropping back, Alford takes the ball, throws it into the turf to stop the clock at 17 seconds. 2nd down and 10. Baylor at the Aggie 49. Pitch it to the left. It is Ford looking for the left corner, being chased. He goes. There was a late hit over there by the Aggies, and there's the penalty. Yeah, boy. Larry Walker hit him in that area that has the broad, looks like a white sidewalk right in front of the Aggie bench.
Be 15-yarder. Move Baylor closer to field goal range. They've got 11 seconds left and no timeouts.
RC taking his hat off as he talks to the officials on that side of the field. First down and 10 at the 33-yard line. A hash left. Baylor with a scoring opportunity, but only 11 seconds to go. Lofted to the sideline, and they'll throw the ball. And it is incomplete about the 14-yard line. Out of bounds at the 14. He was juggling. Clock stops. 6 seconds on the incomplete. At the 40, angled back to the right. Well, we'll see what happens. Should be the last play of the first half. There's the snap, spotted down. Here's the kick. Plenty of distance. Does it have the right direction? It's no good. No good. Right. Time is up. Off to the right. Time's up. 15 seconds for station identification. You're listening. Baylor with the option, says they want to receive to start the second half. Aggies will kick off. They will have, I guess, the wind sort of in their face here. The south wind sort of blows across from the left, the end zone to our left, back to the right. It's a sidewinder kick, fumbled into the end zone by Khalif Mohammed. And now we'll take the knee, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line. Fullback to start the second half for Baylor will be Clifton Rubin, the junior from Los Angeles, and they will hand off to Rubin. He hits the 20-yard line, stood up, and then forces his way to the 21, maybe the 22. Brandon Mitchell will make that stop. The other linebacker is Philip Myers. Second down and about 9. Here's a draw out of the backfield. Caught back at the 15-yard line is Ford. Caught by Philip Myers. Just mentioned him out of Galveston Ball. And it'll be a 6th tackle behind the line this season, and they will give Ford progress to the 16. But he's dropped for a loss on that play for about 5 or 6 yards. So third down now, Dave, and 14. Neither team eating it up on third downs. In the first half, Baylor 3 of 10. The Aggies 0 of 8 on third down conversions. Here's the third down play. And they again will go on the draw. And it's Ford. This time he's going to be hit at the 15 and dropped. So third and 14 turns into 4th and 15. The ranking crew, a nice stand right here. Let's hope that's a good sign for the second half for the Aggies. Probably about 30,000 coaches sitting in the stands watching this ball game today. Here's the punt. He takes it back at the 1, and it will be a high one. Here's a fair catch called for at the Baylor, the Aggie 48 by Dante Hall. Here we go. The Aggies with the football. Stewart's back at quarterback. First down and 10 at the 48. Play action. Roll back to the 40. Throw the ball. It's going to be caught out of the backfield by Tiki Hardeman, and he has a first down at the Baylor 40-yard line. No change in the offensive line. Daniel Campbell's the tight end on the right side. Flanker right, Connell. Baylor faking the blitz. Now they drop back and they put Connell in motion. And the Aggies go with a handoff to Eric Bernard around the right side. Breaks the tackle down the sideline. Let's see if he can score. And he will score from 40 yards out. It is Eric Bernard on a 40-yard scamper down the sideline. Foot race from the 20 on in. But that Baylor man was left about 5 yards behind as he hit the 10. And now here is Kyle Bryant. Bill Johnston will hold. Kyle Lednecke is the Aggie deep snapper. We're an extra point away. The Aggies are from tying it up at the 12:49 mark. A 40-yard run by Eric Bernard. Here's the extra point attempt. Did he get it? He missed it. Off to the left side. Off to the left side, and it's going to be Baylor 7 and the Aggies 6 at the 12:49 mark. Kyle Bryant now for his career has missed 6 extra points. Here is his kickoff, and it will be short. Khalif Mohammed at the 5, 10, 15. Little seam there as he hits the 20. Caught from behind as he goes to the 26-yard line. Here's first down and 10. Jermaine Alford. Play action being chased as he throws, and it's complete to the fullback Washington at the 35, all the way out to the 42-yard line. That's going to be good for about a 14-yard gain. 7-6 the score. The Bears lead by a point. Third quarter, 12:36 to go. And they hand off. It's to Perkins in the backfield. Elijah Perkins carries across the 45 to the 47. They tried the middle. Brandon Mitchell. Second down. Scoreboard says 5. Ags may be coming on the blitz. Jermaine Alford may be calling an audible. Snap it. Hand it off. It's Perkins trying the other side. Cody caught him around the belt loop, and he's not going to let go as he brings him down at the 48. They gain a yard. Does Baylor's offense. A&M's defense, number 2 against the rush in the Big 12, 3 against the pass. total defense, number 3 in the nation. The best R.C. Slocum defensive stand against Baylor was in the '89 game that the Aggies won 14-11. Baylor had only 201 yards in that game. Third down and a long 4. Backside pressure. They're going to throw the ball. It's a first down at the Aggie 41-yard line. It's caught by Morris Anderson's. First down and 10. Baylor at the Aggie 41, hash to the right side. Single setback. Play action. They want to throw from the 50. Throw the ball, and it is incomplete. They try to get it down inside the Aggie 30. Ball was caught by Thompson, but he was out of bounds. Second down and 10. Sean Washington is back in. He's in an I. Morris Anderson is out there. Washington's the fullback. Birkin stays in as the tailback. Play action again. Here's some pressure, and they will throw, and it is complete down to the Aggie 36-yard line. That is not enough for a first down. Third down 5, 36-yard line. A hash mark left. I formation. 2 tight ends. Timeout Baylor. They're running out of time on the 25-second clock. 7-6 the score. Baylor over A&M. You're listening to the Texas Aggies as they break the huddle, and they come to the line. 3 wideouts to the right side, Dave. 2 in the slot, and a split in left. Single setback. Here's backside pressure. Ball is caught by Khalif Mohammed. He's fighting for a first down. He has it, and
it's a flag late, and what's going to happen is going to be interference. They ran a pick pattern with those 3 receivers, I believe.
And out of bounds.
Bring this one back
at the 22-yard line. The ball will go out of bounds. That would be more than enough for a first down. And Dat Wynn is saying that's against the Baylor Bears. It's going to be offensive pass interference. Good call, Dave. Same thing happened in the Oklahoma State game, but they didn't call it. You'll recall that they had a pick in that ball game, and I don't believe that was called. Maybe it was
one
called.
Time they did call it, and another time they did not call it. But this time it will be ruled pass interference. They tried to block. You cannot block the defender, and that's exactly what happened. Put 3 wide receivers out to the right side, have 2 of them run inside and knock off the coverage, and that's why Khalif Muhammad was so wide open.
Third down, 21 from the Baylor 49. Slot right, I formation. And it's play action. Backside pressure, and it is a quarterback sack at the 41, Keith Mitchell. Oh, there's what the Ags need. That's a good dose of Keith Mitchell for the Baylor offense, and he is tackled back at the 41. And now back at the 41. That brings up 4th down and a calculator. And standing at the 18 is Dante Hall. Here is a good weapon for Baylor. It's Ty Atterbury. Good first half for Atterbury on his punts. He had 5 for 50. And this is a boomer. And here is Hall. He's going to watch that ball hit. Takes a big bounce, and it will be killed at about the 3. What are they going to give the official spot? Inside the 5. At the 3 will be the kill. So down at the 3-yard line. Boy, last time the Aggies had the ball, now they score. Here is the handoff. It goes to Bernard. Bernard, the right side. He gets out to the 10. They pick up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 from the 10. The line of scrimmage, they say the 3. So 2nd and 4. And the handoff again. And it's going to go to Tiki Hardeman, and he's to the 15-yard line, and Tiki has picked up a first down. It looked like for a moment that ball spurted free, but it's going to belong to, I don't know if he fumbled or not.
It was really close.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Hash mark right, break the huddle, come to the line. Brandon Stewart, replaced in the first half by McCowan, starts the second half. Play action, roll to the left, look down the field. Now caught as he tries to run up the field at the 12-yard line. The 2nd down and 13. Ags now are looking out at their own 25.5 for a first down.
When the Aggies have been successful on first down, they've kept their drive alive. When they haven't been, they've had problems.
Heavy eye, handoff. Bernard hits the middle. Bernard bottled up. He got a yard, maybe the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 12. Pocket at the 8. Flags. Everything stops. 25-second clock apparently ran out. A delay of game against Texas A&M may be the call. They are huddled up inside the 10. About 5 Aggies, and there's a Baylor defensive player clapping his hands. So it will be a legal substitution against the A&M offense. Back them up 5. 3rd down, 16. Must get it to the 25 and a half. Three wideouts left side. Straight drop by Stewart. Under pressure. Looking. Throwing to the sideline. It's Hawkins. And he will make the catch at the Baylor 45-yard line. Looking deep. Hawkins stretches out, and that time the ball stays in his arms. Robert Neal defensively, but as soon as he caught it, Dante Hawkins down officially at the Baylor 46. Convert on that one. 45 yards. And for Hawkins, that will be the, going to check here, his longest pass. It'll be his longest pass of the season. 27 earlier, 45 there.
That's a desperation throw by Brandon Stewart. He was just trying to avoid the rush, and he just heaved it, and Hawkins comes down with a big catch.
On the ground to Hardeman, the left side, 2 yards to the 43. They could throw, they give him the 44-yard line. So 2 to the 44. Second down 8, A&M at the Baylor 44-yard line. Pitch it to the right. And it is Sir Parker for the first time today to the 41 down to the 39-yard line. Parker is the only setback. Two tight ends, two wideouts, left side. Stewart under center. Baylor faking the blitz. They snapped the ball. Did they catch somebody in the neutral zone? They did not. There's no flags. The Aggies apparently will snap the ball. And then Stewart, calling for the snap, took the knee at the 40-yard line. There were no flags. They thought they had caught Baylor in the neutral zone. It's not going to be the call. And that is critical. Fourth down. Brandon Stewart snaps the ball on a hand check to Calvin Collins, or perhaps Collins do it. They're going to repeat. Nope, fourth down. Fourth down and 4 at the Baylor 40. Took the knee. And the Aggies will try to convert on fourth down. Slot left. Stewart at the line of scrimmage, the 40-yard line. Rolls, throws, too high, incomplete, way too high, trying to get it to Connell. First down and 10, Jermaine Alford with an I formation behind him. Handoff goes to Elijah Burkins. He gets 2 to the 42, and there's a flag down. Apparently going to be a hold against Baylor at the 38-yard line. Yes, Baylor's caught for a holding violation back at the 38 on a first down carry. 4:22 to go in the third quarter. 7-6 is the score. The Aggies scored on a 40-yard run by Eric Bernard, and then Kyle Bryant missed the 6th extra point of his career. Burkins, the single setback. Jermaine Alford, the quarterback. Split in right. 3 wideouts on the left. Straight drop. Looks like he may be trying to set up a screen. Throws it incomplete to Burkins out of the backfield at the 24-yard line. Second and 22. Jermaine Alford, Baylor offense. Back at their 28-yard line. It's a handoff. It goes to Burkins. He breaks across the 30. Goes to the 32-yard line. Dat Win, another tackle. Here's the third down play. Letting everybody get set, and Williams off the field. Third down, 17. Must get it to midfield. There's a straight drop by Jermaine Alford. Under pressure. Throws. And it is knocked down at the 45-yard line. They were trying to hit over the middle. Muhammad. Trent Driver got a hand on it at the 45. Muhammad was right at the 50. It would have been enough for a first down, but a great play by Driver. Tom Allers, who is our referee, blows the whistle, and we are ready for the punt. The last kick today by Atterbury, 56 yards. Standing at the 24 is Dante Hall. Outside pressure. Another nice high boomer coming up. At the 28 will be Hall. Starts to the right. Breaks a tackle. Goes out of bounds and across the 30, right at the 35-yard line. 3 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. Texas A&M trails Baylor 7-6. Aggies have scored in the second half. 40-yard run, Eric Bernard. Missed the extra point attempt by Kyle Bryant. First and 10, the play. It's a handoff. It goes to Bernard. Spins as he hits the right side of the offensive line and gets it to the 38. 3-yard pickup, second and 7. Second down and 7, A&M. Brandon Stewart again, the quarterback. Tiki Hardeman is the fullback. He's flexed to the left. There's a slot left, tight end right. And it's play action. He's rolling here to the left side. Now he's going to run with the ball. Stewart's going to run to the sideline. He has a first down as he goes out at the Aggie 49-yard line. Brandon Stewart Stop the clock at 2:49 in the third. Hawkins and Connell go to the right side. Connell's in the slot. The tight end Spiller's on the left. We'll run with the ball as they hand off to Bernard. He has a nice block in front of him. He's down the sideline. He got hit out of bounds, and there's going to be a penalty against Baylor for a hit out of bounds. If it's the same on Larry Walker, then it's going to be the same on Baylor's Malcolm Hamilton or Justin Snow. One of those two hit him late.
He was way out of bounds, as was the running back for Baylor when Larry Walker hit him in the first half. So this will be a 15-yarder against Baylor and will move the Aggies deep into Baylor territory for Eric Bernard. Now that will be his 17th carry, and he's broken the century mark at 102 yards.
Blot to the right, tight end left. Handoff. This side's going to go to Bernard. It's the 20. He's out of bounds inside the 20 at the 15-yard line. Eric Bernard. Now the running game really starting to click for Texas A&M. Slot again to the right. Connell's in the slot to his right. Hawkins. It goes to the fullback. Here he is, Hardiman, and he's across the 10. He has a first down as he's knocked down at about the 8. Lost his balance more than anything else as he came off the Baylor defender Curtis Henderson. Just couldn't quite keep the balance. He might have gone in had he been able to maintain balance, but it's going to be first and goal, Texas A&M at the Baylor 7-yard line.
This is a complimentary play to what the Aggies have had so much success with, and that is the sweep to Bernard. He fakes out to the left side, and they give it on a quick hitter to Tiki Hardiman, and it fooled Baylor. And had Tiki not lost his balance, he just might have taken it for the touch.
Handoff goes to Tiki. He's across the 5. He is pushing his way to the 3-yard line. Tiki Hardiman. It will be second and goal from the 3.5. Here is second and goal. It's going to go to Hardiman. Cuts it back in. He has a chance. He's going to score a touchdown for Texas A&M. Tiki Hardiman. Going to go for a deuce. Going for 2. They've placed it on the left hash mark. Single setback. Slot right. They put Michael Williams in motion. Back to the right side. They're going to alley-oop the ball. Back to the back of the end zone. It's caught by Connell. Was he in? He was in! Caught it. That's SMU all over again.
Oh, what a nice
Came
catch.
up, came down, and they're going to say, yep, that's a 2. They alley-ooped it to Connell on the end line. And the Aggies will go up now with 2 there. The officials are back talking to 2 of the Baylor players, and one of them now, I don't think he took offense at what one of the Baylor players just said to him. 14-7. The Ags by a touchdown now, so they missed the extra point the first time. They go for 2 here. They complete it to Albert Connell. As we come back, Kyle Bryant has just kicked off, and he's kicked off very short. It'll be Coggle from the 15. Breaks the tackle, falls across the 25 to about the 26. He caught that ball at the 15. And then punches it across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Minute 39 to go here in the third quarter. A&M leads for the first time today, 14-7. The Aggies now in total 275. And Baylor 163. They snap it. They hand off to Elijah Burkins. He has a hole over the left side. He's out for about 8 yards, maybe 7 to the 33-yard line.
Interesting formation for Baylor. They had no wide receivers. They had wide receivers. They weren't split out. They were lined up like a wing back with 2 tight ends, and they'll come with that again. Everybody within 7 or 8 yards of the center.
Oklahoma State did the same thing last week. Here's Burkins again. He hits the 35. I don't think he has a first down. He needs across the 36, and he's just barely across the 35. It's going to be third down and short. Baylor attendance records at Floyd Casey Stadium reveal that the top 5 attended games in stadium history will match Baylor against Texas A&M. 3 of the 5 show more than 50,000 viewing the game in person. Now, they may have that many ticket sales today, may have over 50. But television apparently kept some of the folks out of the stands. Third down short. Jermaine Alford, quarterback sneak out to the 40-yard line. First down, Baylor. They convert on third down for the 5th time today on 15 attempts. Coming in with the play will be Khalif Muhammad. He will be the first player in Baylor history to have 1,000 yards in, I think, receiving, in returns and in rushing. Play action, roll to the right. Jermaine Alford looking, throwing. It's caught at the 47-yard line. The Baylor 47. That'll be a pickup of 7. It'll be second down and 3. In a moment. Here's the second down play. They just fumbled the ball. Here it is. It's on the ground, and Baylor got it back at the 44-yard line. Pat Williams was on his knees. The ball was right behind him. And Jerome Jackson, an offensive lineman, fell on the ball at the 44. And time has run out in the third. 14-7. A&M leads Baylor at Floyd Casey Stadium. You're listening to the Texas Aggies. third down and 6. There's the play. It's the option. They're going to run to the left. Alford cuts back. Will he make the first down?
No.
He did not. He got to the 48. Cut back to his right. Did not pitch the ball. Trailing back was Elijah Perkins. We've not seen Ford much in the second half. Philip Myers made the stop. Wrapped him up. Threw him to the ground at the 48. They apparently will punt the ball away. With the clock moving at 14:40. The fourth quarter has just started here at Floyd Casey Stadium. Texas A&M leads Baylor 14-7. Atterbury will take the snap, standing at his 35-yard line. He's not the normal 15 back here. Fourth down and about 2. Now they shift 2 men off the line. Here's the snap. And Atterbury will kick the ball. Nice high one. Fair catch being called for and taken at about the 17 by the Aggies' Dante Hall. So a fair catch at the 17-yard line by Hall. And I know Coach Corbell volleyball team nationally ranked number 10 in the nation. Tonight's at the Farrell Center against the Baylor Bears. Here's the first down play. The handoff. Oh, big hole. He spins. He's out across the 25. He's near the 29, and they got a first down on that carry by Dante's Inferno. Offensive line, that's no changes. Those starts. Ruman, McKinney, Collins, Muley, and then on this side, Spikes. Here's another handoff. It goes to Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's across the 40. He's across the 45. He's out to the 48-yard line. Dante Hall again.
Oh, just what the doctor ordered.
First down and 10. Ags at their 48 near midfield. Hash left. Snap it again. Give it back to Hall. Hall breaks through the middle. Goes across the 50. He picks up 7 down to the Baylor 45. Second down, and we'll call it a little more than 2. Need the 42. Hall again. Cuts it back. He started outside, and what nice movement. Goes to the 40, has a first down.
He is so fluid and so smooth.
That's a nice move then.
Oh, but he just out and back in, and he dips behind the tackle and picks up about 4 or 5 for the first down inside the 40-yard line.
First down and 10 at the 40. Time 12:54. Quarter. It's the fourth. The score 14-7. Texas A&M leads Baylor.
Brandon Stewart clapping his hands as he gets his team in the huddle. He's really happy with what's happening now. He says, come on, guys. Let's keep it on the ground and move it for a score.
Matt Bumgardner's the split in right. To his left is Connell. They'll hand off again. It goes to Hall. Hall across the 40. He goes to the 39-yard line. Picks up 1. Second down and 9. 319 yards total offense now for Texas A&M. Brandon Stewart replaced in the first half by Randy McCowan. Starts the second half. Doing a nice job. Second down and 9. Play action. There was backside pressure. Here's the throw over the middle to Connell. Off his fingertips at the 5. Incomplete. Wide open. And it just went right off his fingertips at the 5. He did everything he could except fly through the air for about 10 yards. At the 41, need the 30. Hawkins returns, replacing Bumgardner. Split in right. Connell's in the slot. Play action. No, it's going to go to Hall. Left side. He will pick up the first down. Knocks a man down as he goes to the 26-yard line. Hey, they caught him thinking pass, the Baylor defense, and they carry down to the 26. It'll be good for 13 yards by Dante Hall. Hash mark to the left. Hawkins goes to the left side. Tied in. Campbell's on the right side. The flanker is Leroy Hodge. And the handoff went to Hall. He had trouble. Now he catches the bobble that. Gets to the 23. Practicing here as Baylor does. You'd get used to that. And then I would say for the opponent that once the game moves deeper into the ball game, let's say where we are right now, that you probably get used to it. But it takes a while to adjust.
But I think there are spots down there that are more slick than others. And when you hit one of those, you just can't be prepared.
Second down and 7. Bernard again. He's bottled up. Now he's fighting for the 20, and that'll be all he'll pick up. They'll come back to the line. It'll be third down. Need the 16, so 3rd and 4. And the handoff. It's to Bernard. No, it's not. It's play. Was it play action?
No, Bernard. Right up the middle.
It was Bernard. They've also tackled Stewart back here at the 30. They weren't sure who had the ball. And now here comes Kyle Bryant. The line of scrimmage is the 23. They will spot it at the 30. It'll be an effort of 40 yards. And between the 40 and the 49, Bryant for his career is 12 of 19. He has missed today from 53. He's missed an extra point in this game. Bill Johnston will hold. Kyle Lednecke, the deep snapper. He has snapped it. Low snap. He's able to control. Here's the kick. The kick is good. It's a good one. It's 17-7 at 9:51. A 40-yard kick is good by Kyle Bryant. He's got it teed up at the 35, and he puts his foot into the ball. It will be a short kick. And Khalif Muhammad at the 17 starts it back this way and is spinning and goes down at the 26-yard line. Khalif Muhammad on that return. And here comes Baylor. They come to the line of scrimmage. Perkins will be the tailback. Washington will be the fullback.
Oh, Dat Wynn back in the ball game. That's good to see.
Jermaine Alford at the 26. Snap the ball, play action. He'll throw back this way to Khalif Muhammad. Makes the reception at the 29-yard line. Stayed inbounds. Will not stop the clock. Picked up 3 on that pass. 2nd and 7. Shun Horn, perfect play as he allowed the ball to arrive. And as soon as it's there, Horn's right on top of Muhammad. Thompson, Muhammad to the right. No tight end in the ball game. Here's a straight drop, pocket at the 22, throw the ball, and it is caught on a nice catch by Darius Thompson at the Baylor 42-yard line. Brought it down after a nice leaping grab and immediately to the ground at the 42. That was a nice catch by Thompson. They come out with a slot to the left and show a light eye split in to the right. First down play, back to the 35, and here is a sack at the 35-yard line. Oh, they had Donovan Greer back there. Cornerback was coming. Keith Mitchell is the man who finally made the sack. So back at the 35-yard line, Keith Mitchell on the sack. That will be his. He shared an earlier sack with Eddie Jasper, has 2 by himself. 8:19 to go in the fourth quarter. A&M leads 17-7. Slot left, flanker right, single setback. Again, pressure, and here is Jermaine Alford running out of the pocket and throwing. Was it complete? It was across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That is not enough for a first down. That's going to leave them 3rd down, Baylor, and about 6. All right, the yard line, the key here for Baylor is across the Aggie 48, but shy of the 47. 3rd down and that much. Ball's at the 46. Here he is, Alford. He's going to be sacked inside the 35. Forget that 47-yard line in Baylor A&M territory. He's been sacked and was sacked back there by Philip Myers and Eddie Jasper. They'll share in that one. They'll gladly do so at the 35. And now Baylor will punt with 7:12 remaining in the ball game, and A&M leading it by a score of 17-7.
It's amazing how the defensive strategy and the attitude changes when you get a 10-point lead. The Aggies now going with the blitz on a regular occasion, knowing that if they get burned, they'll still have the lead, and it's been very successful here on this series.
4th down, and again a bunch here as they punt the ball away. Atterbury, and here is Hall saying stay away from it. He started to go after it. Roll ball, roll, and did it. I think they've just killed it at the 1.
Yeah, but Dante Hall made a great decision here.
A little bit. Here's the Ags, and they'll hand off, and they'll get the ball out to the 5. Line of scrimmage was about the 1. Punt was killed after a 64-yard effort. 6 minutes and 16 seconds as the clock is ticking down toward that 6-minute mark. Connell goes to the left. Tight end Spillers on the right. It is a heavy eye. And the handoff will go to Hardiman. He's got a first down and more. He has a chance. He's being chased at midfield. I think he's going to score. He's all the way down to the 20. He will score. Everything is in order and has just gone 95 yards. It's Tiki Hardiman over the left side.
And he's saying, where's the oxygen? 95 yards for Tiki Hardiman to break this game wide open. We told you earlier the Aggie offensive line had taken control of the line of scrimmage, and they opened a huge hole off the left side, and away Tiki went, outrunning everybody for the touchdown, and he's broken the 100-yard mark with that carry. He's got 7 rushes for 121, and the Aggies take a commanding lead.
Yeah, how do you go over 100 yards rushing in a game? Well, how about a 95-yard touchdown run? So he's there. I guess Bernard's there as well. Here's the extra point. The extra point's going to be good, and that's going to send a lot of them to the parking lot here at Floyd Casey Stadium. They are making their way to the exits. That's the Baylor fans. It's 24-7 at 5:53 to go in the ball game.
Boy, it's a short recap, and these are the fun ones to do. Baylor thought they had A&M in trouble when they downed the punt at the 1-yard line. This is a 2-play, 99-yard drive, and 95 of that came on the run by Tiki Hardiman. The Aggies take the lead 24-7 with 5:53 left in the ball game.
He had a linebacker chasing him. And he finally lost him near midfield. Here's the kickoff. Again, it will be a short one. And is taken. Oh, no, wait a minute.
I can't do that.
The Baylor return man has taken the ball on the sideline, and then he fell out of bounds. He caught the ball and then fell out of bounds. And now what I'm talking about is the official threw a flag. I think RC's a little hot about that, saying that he caught that ball inbounds and then went out of bounds.
Well, we're going to see.
Are they going to pick the ball up? Illegal procedure against A&M, kicking the ball out of bounds. Well, it looked to me that contact was made on the field of play, but the official much closer to that than we are. So we'll go along with the call, and it's illegal procedure. So Baylor will have the option here at the 35-yard line. 24-7. Ags won last year, 24-9. And here is Jermaine Alford. Slot right, tight end left. It's a light eye. Snap the ball, drop back to the 27. Look to the right. Here's a deflection. That was deflected by Brandon Mitchell. Knocked it down, incomplete. Second down and 10 at the 35. Baylor with the ball. Two wideouts left. Single setback. Offered from the 20. Offered from the 29. Incomplete, out of bounds. It was intended over there on the far side to Thompson. Donovan Greer drew coverage. Now a third down play. It's still 10. Stop the clock at the 5:44 mark. Oklahoma next week at home. 2:30 is our kickoff time. Moved from 1 to 2:30 next Saturday afternoon. Final home game of the year for the Aggies. We'll be looking to win our first Big 12 home game of 1996 in that one.
And we're looking to go over the 500 mark for the first time this year. We need a big crowd out next week for the Oklahoma game.
Third down and 10, 35-yard line. Ags faking the blitz. Don't think they'll do that. Man in motion back to the right side. Here's pressure, and here's a quarterback sack on Alford. He is dropped inside the 25. That they will say they're going to give him the 26, and it was Larry Walker up the middle. They were coming on the blitz.
Oh, and Jimmy Irby right up the middle along with Walker, and they both came scot-free, and Alford just had to eat the football. He'll lose it all the way back to the 32-yard line, and Baylor will punt once more.
Nebraska had 6 sacks against Baylor. The Aggies now have counted 5 today. Fourth down, 19. Here's Dante Hall at the 31-yard line, waiting for the ball. Atterbury has the snap, about chest high. Another nice kick by Atterbury. This guy is going to make All-American this year. At the 14, here comes the return to the 20, 25, 30. Trying to get away at the 34, tackled at the 34-yard line. Barry Johnson's in the lineup now for Texas A&M. Brandon Stewart continues to run the team at quarterback. What a second half that Brandon Stewart and the offense has had. Big plays. There's a handoff. It goes to Sir Parker. Left side, breaks it around the 40. 45, ran into the back of one of the receivers. Now breaks another tackle as he goes to the 48. Chris Cole was there trying to put a block on a Baylor defender. And he ran into Chris's back and then bounced off that spot on the field, and finally out of bounds and a first down at the 48. That's a pickup of 14 yards. Baylor scored early at the 9:47 mark in the first quarter. They've not scratched since. The Aggies now, all 24 of their points have come in the second half. They were down 7-0. Slot right, light eye, tied in. Campbell to the left side, short side of the formation. Hand off to Parker, the 50. Goes to about the Baylor 47-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 4. It'll be second down and 6. If you go back to the 86 ball game, they'll go 10-0-1 against Baylor since 1986. The only that tie came back in 1990. There have been 9 ties in this series, and that's the last one, 1990, at 20 apiece. Kyle Field. We play 2 years in a row here in Waco due to the scheduling and the shift to the Big 12. We were here, Aggies were last year, and have to repeat that performance this year. So it was an odd schedule for the games here. That is the odd years, but now it goes back to odd years down in College Station. Here's the second down play. Parker to the left side, cuts it back in, has the first down across the 40. That's close to a face mask right there, but no call, and he goes to the 38-yard line. We're talking about birthdays also on Thursday with Coach Slocum. A birthday celebrated by Ken Rucker. And then next Tuesday, a happy birthday to Eric Haddon, our producer's son. Eric will have a birthday on the 12th. Here's the play, and it's a handoff to Parker. He's across the 35, now to the 34-yard line. At the 34, Parker on a 4-yard carry, second down and 6. Second down, 6. Baylor 34. The Aggies with a slot to the right. Spiller's the tight end, short side of the formation. And Stewart is letting the 25-second clock run down to about 2 seconds. Snaps it at 2. Hands it off to Parker. 35, close to the 30, the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 3 when we come back to the line of scrimmage with Texas A&M. Under 2 minutes to go now in the game. Aggies now have extended their scoring streak to 105 games in a row. 3rd down, 3. Again, they let the 25-second clock go down to 1 as they snap the ball, give it to Parker. 30, has a first down. He's across the 20. He is inside the 20 at the Baylor 17-yard line. 1st and 10, Texas A&M. They convert on 3rd with 1:13 left in the ball game.
So we've got 2 over 100, and now Sir Parker with 52 on 7 carries.
So the 4 horsemen today, a nice job for Texas A&M.
Well, let's take a look at Dante Hall. He's got 76 yards on 10 carries.
1st down and 10 at the 17-yard line. The ball almost in the middle of the fields. Ags show a heavy eye. Broyles the fullback. The handoff will go to the tailback Parker inside the 15. He's down to the 11-yard line. 30 seconds to go in the game, and the Aggies will win it. They're ahead here 24-7. Baylor scored in the first quarter. The Aggies score everything in the second half. The Aggies will go break even at 5-5 in the Big 12. Now 3-3. To the line of scrimmage comes the A&M offense. 3-0 on the road, 0-3 at home. 2nd down play from the Baylor 11-yard line. Parker at the 10. Parker's, he's fighting for a first down. He's going to be awfully close inside the 10 at about the 8. Time has run out. Time has just run out, and
well, we had some things in the first half. We had at least one drop pass. We had an overthrown pass, and just generally had some of those near miss type things that we've gotten pretty good at doing. But I felt like our defense was playing solidly. The first drive when they went down and scored, we had 2 3rd and longs. One time our cornerback slipped down on one of the completions, the second 3rd and long that they converted, and they went down and scored. And I thought after that our defense stiffened up and really played well throughout today. Well, this is a young football team, and I've said, we've over the years won a lot of games by just playing the whole game, and we've got some youngsters right now. They're still in the formative stage, still learning how to do that. And I'm very pleased that, if you look at our record here with the K-State game and the Tech game, we came back and played dramatically better in the second half and came very close to winning both of those games in the second half. And I'm so pleased that this young team has demonstrated the character that it has, that they keep trying. A lot of teams that could have deflated them to the point after those 2 near misses that they could have just gone downhill. But I really am proud of the character that they've displayed in coming back, and now 2 weeks in a row coming back and winning in the second half. And I think that really somewhere down the road will pay dividends for this team.